Hi, I'm Miss Buck, and we're going to be reading Ridin' That Strawberry Roan, illustrated by Marcia Sewall. Well, I'm standing round town, just a wasting my time. I'm out of a job, and I ain't got a dime. When this old boy steps up and he says, "I suppose that you're a bronc rider by the rig of your clothes." He guesses me right, that's my middle name. Have you got a bad horse that you're aiming to tame? 'Cause a horse never lived nor never drew breath that I couldn't ride till he's starved plumb to death. He says, "Get your saddle, I'll give you a chance." We hop in the buckboard and boil to the ranch. Down in the horse corral, a-standin' alone, is a little old horse, just a strawberry roan. He's ewe-necked and old, with a long lower jaw. You can see with one eye he's a real outlaw horse. His legs is all spaved. He's got pigeon toes, little pin eyes, and a long Roman nose. This doesn't sound like a very pretty horse. So I puts on my spurs and I fix up my twine. I stick on my hat and I'm sure feeling fine. I throw a loop on him, and it's well I know then that before I get aboard him, I'll sure earn my 10. Next come the blinds, and they were real fight. On goes my saddle, I screws her down tight. Then I get aboard him and I raise the blinds. And I takes a deep seat just to feel him unwind. First he bows his old head, then he leaps from the ground, bows his old head. Then he leaps from the ground. 20 circles he makes before coming down. He's the worst bronc I've ever seen on the range. He'll land on a nickel and give you the change. And while he's a buckin', he squeals like a shoat. I tell you, that pony has sure got my goat. And this horse is hard to ride. He goes up in the east, he comes down in the west. To stay in his middle, I'm doing my best. Then he takes a big jump and he spins at the top. I ask him politely, "Oh, horse, won't you stop?" Wow, this is one crazy horse. I have a feeling this isn't real. I don't know, we'll see. Way up at the top of each stiff-legged buck, he sucks himself back and you're riding on luck. He turns his old belly right up to the sun. He says, "Hang on, cowboy, I'll show you some fun." My reins is all broke and my bit's a-hanging loose. My saddle is slipping back on his caboose. And then he turns inside out and he swallers his hide. And that's when was the end, boys, of my $10 ride. Well, first I go north and then I go west, just hunting the place where I can find rest. Then I turn over twice and I come back to earth. And I sits there cussin' the day of his birth. And I says, there's some horses that I cannot ride. There's some of them living, boys, that haven't all died. So this is called a tall tale. This is basically when somebody's kind of lying about an experience that they had because they make it sound as crazy and as exciting as they can. So this Ridin' That Strawberry Roan is a traditional American folk tale, which is also known as a tall tale because it's just silly. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.